May I invite you to say something about the current situation in Jaffna? It's very important. I mean, after all these problems, how is the social life? Come on.
Now, if I talk about the current situation, the minister is going to get annoyed with
That's
me.
all right. You want reality.
Because we would very much like the army to be out. Please, because we have 150,000 army people who are there. Many of them are my friends. They come to see me. I speak to them. They are all right. But then, as a unit which is using all our resources, we have a lot of problems in the northern province. With 150,000, it's about 1 to 5 or 6. Every 4 or 5 persons have an army person who is around. So unless our lands have been taken, our cultivation is being done by them, our fisheries is being done by them, our businesses have been taken by them, our ladies are not safe. I can go on talking about this till tomorrow, but I don't want to talk too much about it.
Current situation after
so the situation is dependent entirely because of the problems.
After the rape.
The narcotic situation.
Right. The narcotic situation is something that is really the specialists who should be able to say. Because what we know is that there is a prevalence of narcotic usage in the country, in the area. Now, how best are we going to deal with this is our problem at the moment. As to whether the long stationing of those after a war is also a contributory factor for the continuation of the use of these drugs and the introduction and the distribution, I do not know. That is a matter that has to be gone into in detail. With researches being done. But we are definitely in the throes of a very difficult stage. So we would like the proper investigations to be done in this regard. That's all I could say.
Now, Chief Minister, my question was, some time ago there were a lot of demonstrations that took place immediately after the rape incident. And there was unrest in Jaffna. I am only concerned whether the life has come to normal in Jaffna, what's the situation? Yeah. That's exactly.
What really happened was there was immediate empathy with regard to what has taken place, and there was sympathy and empathy as far as the people were concerned, and also they were shocked with regard to the nature and the brutality of the crime that was done. So there was a general agitation and demonstration on the part of the people. But unfortunately, there was also political inputs into this. People who wanted to, those who have lost the election in the previously, had wanted to make use of this opportunity in order to create more problems. And as a result, we did have these difficulties of people throwing stones and whatnot. Who wants to throw stones just because of this? There was a peaceful demonstration and somebody does these things. Anyway, thankfully, a lot of people have been taken into custody. Of course, sometimes, unfortunately, school children and various people, everybody was taken into custody, 130 people. We have told them at least to get rid of the people who may not be involved in this. But apart from that, certainly that was an occasion where the disturbances were by certain sections, and they have been more or less identified and they have been taken into custody, and therefore there is no need for us to think of that in any further. But the fact that a thing like this has happened must not happen hereafter is foremost in the minds of our people. So what best we can do, how best can we coordinate in these matters, cooperate in these matters, and get your input and your expert advice in order to get the better of to deal with the situation is what we are interested at the moment.
Life is normal in Jaffna.
Yes, I think so.